Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this is post number 4 in my November 2024 astrology offering. It's about Mars opposite Pluto, a totally special opportunity for you to come into your proper power now if you're not there. Mars is opposition Pluto all November 2024. This is so very big. It's all about the crucial need to come into our proper power. It's all about the need to discover what is stuffed down into our shadow and into our unconscious, and do the right thing with that. Express it, heal it, whatever. What is stuffed down into our shadow and our unconscious can be wounding and damaging events and situations from earlier in your life, and or it can be evidence of your true power which was disallowed, or which was stuffed down into your unconscious that you weren't allowed to know about or express. So I identify what needs your special Pluto focus, Mars focus, and your special Pluto-Mars work now in the areas of your power, and focused onto coming into your proper power now and how you can do that. Crucially, identify what methods of healing, growth and empowerment are needed and right for you now. You may need to bring in a special initiative of revolution now to really develop something that has been underdeveloped in your life maybe for years, so as to come into your true power now. Crucially, you may need to give up some habit or behavioural script or mode of thinking or some area of conditioning. And if you give that up, it will open you to the real expression of the real you, more and more. It may not be immediate. And so you'll come into your real power now. It's very helpful to be aware of when Mars in Vedic Cancer is opposition Pluto in Vedic Capricorn. And, more precisely, when Mars is exactly opposite Pluto. Of course, there's an orb of months either side where we feel this transit. Months either side of the exact moment of conjunction. So the need to uncover your true power arises and grows, reaches the exact conjunction, and then fades away either side of the exact date. So let's just note the dates of the relevant Mars transits. 1. Mars opposes Pluto exact for the first time on the 3rd of November, with Mars at 5 Cancer, opposition Pluto at 5 Capricorn. 2. Mars opposes Pluto again for the second time, exact on January the 3rd. That's because of Mars having turned retrograde, with Mars at 6 Cancer and Pluto at 6 Capricorn. 3. Mars opposes Pluto for the third and final time on the 26th of April, with Mars at 9 Cancer and Pluto at 9 Capricorn. So the important thing is, this means that your houses or life areas of your life that are Cancer Capricorn will be super activated now for you to succeed or fail at this time of your life. And of course, any planets in Capricorn or Cancer will be super activated by Mars opposition Pluto. And of course, you must also check out whether other planets of yours will receive other aspects, not just the conjunction and the opposition at this time from Pluto or Mars. So focusing just on this month of November 24, when the first Mars opposition Pluto transit occurs, well, Mars starts the month of November at 4 Vedic Cancer and ends November at 11 Vedic Cancer. Pluto starts November at 5 Vedic Capricorn and ends November at 6 Capricorn. So here is a sample Mars in signs summary. Mars is in Vedic Cancer from the 20th of October to the 21st of January. Mars turns retrograde, however, at 11 Cancer on the 6th of December. And Mars finally leaves Cancer to go back into Gemini on the 21st of January. Okay, having retrograded into Gemini, Mars goes direct at 22 Gemini on the 22nd of February, and Mars returns to Cancer for the second time on the 5th of April. And then it ends when Mars leaves Cancer for Leo on the 7th of June. Now, most crucially, let's look at the energies we will be caught up in with this superpower transit. Mars is a warrior energy. Pluto is our power, including our buried power, our disallowed power, and all the issues of what is stuffed down into our unconscious and our shadow. The Mars-Pluto energy combination is at heart the attainment of success through vast effort. It's ambition, it's obsession, it's warrior revolution, all of these handled properly. It can be ruthless force, or it can be valid and needed fight and force to come into proper power. So what does this call you to do now? What does this call you to become now? And how are you going to do it now? And how are you going to become it now? And very importantly, absolutely do note that we might need to give up a behaviour or a script or a pattern that's just been so wrong for us, maybe all our life. If we don't give it up, we have no hope of coming into our proper power now, unless we give it up. And of course, just to reference to, but not divert into, something super important at the same time in our lives, this is the Pluto return of the United States. Pluto in the chart of the USA is at 6 Vedic Capricorn, where Mars is opposite at 6 Cancer, exact on the 5th of November. So this will obviously affect people living in the United States and maybe everybody living in the world, for good or ill. So this is your time for showdown now. This is your time for developing into your shadow, for delving into it, for doing work to raise your rightful power now. Face your shadows. Deal with your pain. Your psyche calls out for upheaval and rightful self-expression now. Okay, how are you going to achieve this growth now? Well, methods obviously will vary immensely from person to person. So it may be helpful just to share my case. So I personally do spiritual and visionary work every week, every Friday morning, involving tarot and runes. And then I do a shamanic journey to go deep into the meaning of the cards and the runes. And then, having come to conclusions in the shamanic journey, I use a Norse spirituality method called Sethir to weave the needed change that emerges from the vision work and bring it into being. Magic creates growth and change, contacting the gods as faces of the ultimate divine. From whichever spiritual path the gods come, can so help us to achieve our proper power. So that's me. But what is your ideal method for coming into your proper power? Do you know? Are you attached to some spiritual pathway or astrology guru or spiritual teacher that actually does not let you know your ideal method for coming into your own power and truth? Don't waste this rare opportunity now. That is the time of this Mars opposition Pluto transit. For 5 years, from 1998, I did a university-based field study of spiritual forms new to the modern West. The method of the study was ethnography, which involves living in the communities you study and giving them their voice. My study areas encompassed Hinduism, an ashram for Sri Lankan refugees in South Wales, Buddhism, that's Tibetan Tantric Buddhism, a couple of Tibetan Buddhist gompas in the UK, and Theravada Buddhism centres in the UK. Paganism, I studied a Wiccan group and a Druid group. Shamanism, I loved working with that. And lastly, the utopian community, studying people living in special communities, wanting to tread lightly on the earth. In fact, on what's called bender sites. Everyone needs to discover the spiritual perception creating and growth creating method that is right for them in this incarnation. So do get in touch with me for a reading. I will offer you this reading in the context of a natal reading combined with a year-ahead predictive reading. I'll analyse your life purpose and karmic issues. You will get wonderful full reports written by me before we hold your actual reading. So go to my Star Wheel Astrology website to book your reading. I also offer a lovely vision journey. It's called A Journey to the Abyss. And if this is relevant to you, enroll for that. It's my Star Wheel Astrology website's Journey into the Abyss page. Also see the healings offered worldwide by my wife Maggie Pashley. Her website is called www.maggiepashley.com. Do see my worldwide dating site for those on a spiritual pathway who are seeking love. Go to lovestardating.com. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel to get my videos. Please do subscribe to my Star Wheel Astrology blog to get the blog posts. And join our Facebook page, Star Wheel Astrology. So I just want to end by saying this is so crucial. Don't let the opportunity pass. I'm actually dealing with people, for example, where Pluto is conjunct their Jupiter. That's only going to happen once a lifetime. And Mars opposite it at that time, activating it, empowering it. Us humans can't easily examine, what our Jupiter in Capricorn issues are, without help. And above all, we don't just need to look at how each of us handles a planet's energies, which we're going to get wrong to various degrees in all the different facets. We also need to know what the divine energies of each planet is. And I'm shortly going to bring out a special video and blog about the divine nature of Jupiter. So I really do hope this post will be of great help. Don't let problems drag out. Don't let inertia ruin your life. Thank you.